Meeting club managers, bar owners or promoters is a great way to improve your network and a surefire way to make sure you're getting more DJ gigs. Hello, what's up YouTube, and welcome to this episode of Road to Professional DJ. In today's episode, we're talking about how you can get more DJ gigs, and specifically how you can do that by meeting club managers, bar owners, bar managers, people that run venues, people that run event promotions in your team, in your local area, promoters, all these kind of people. How meeting those people is going to really help you on your DJ career, and what you can do to make sure you are meeting them and what you actually say when you get there, because that, of course, is a massive deal. It's one thing meeting these people, but it's another thing making sure you actually say the right thing when you get there. The best people to meet is always the people that are actually pulling the strings, i.e. the club managers, the bar owners or the promoters themselves. Going to meet the barmaid or the man serving drinks behind the bar is maybe one step in the right direction, but you don't want to be speaking to them. You don't want to be speaking to them because they might be able to help you and give you some information, but you want to be speaking to the people that are actually making the decisions themselves, which is of course not going to be them. It's going to be whoever's managing them, which could be the club manager or the promoter. What is the difference between a club manager and a club promoter? So the club manager is the guy or lady that runs the overall venue. They're going to be the people that are employing the security, getting the people behind the bar, selling the drinks, perhaps by booking the DJs and running the overall nights. But they're going to be the people that are established on a long-term basis at that venue. That's where they work. That's what it is they're running. They are the club managers. The promoters, they are people that come in. They're people like me for what I do with boxed in events or for what I do with Disco's Revenge. They're people that come in and they throw parties for that one night. Normally, the way I work is I rent out a venue, I book DJs, and then I sell tickets to that event. That is the difference. A club manager runs the overall venue, is there on a more long-term basis. A promoter could come in for just one night. They could also have a residency, so they could be there every Friday night, every Saturday night, first Thursday of the month, etc. That's the difference between the club managers and the promoters. How can you meet these people? Well, you can of course reach out as much as possible on social media, but the best way to meet these people is to go out there, go to these clubs and find them. Go and speak to the barmaid maybe and ask where the manager is, where the lead promoter is, and get these people in front of you. When you've got these people in front of you, you're going to build a much better relationship than just sending them an email. They're going to have a chance to see you. You're going to be dressed really smart and professional, not in a suit because that's probably not suitable for DJs, but you're going to be in front of them, you're going to be presentable, and you're going to have the best chance to leave an overall good impression on them. Of course, you can reach out on social media. Social media is a massive player in the game now, and it can make it a bit easier, but sometimes there's no substitute for just going out there and meeting these guys for yourself. These are actually a few bits of experience, or these is a few experiences I've had in the past with them, positive and negative. The worst experience I've ever had with a venue manager was without a doubt when I was in Thailand, when I was in Pai. My birthday was coming up on the weekend and I set myself a goal of getting a DJ gig for my birthday. So I started walking around all the local bars and clubs and asking to speak to the managers, and then asking if I could DJ for them. I didn't just walk in and say, can I DJ for them? I sold them the dream. At this point I played in a few different countries, so I told them, oh yeah, I'm an international DJ, I'm from the UK, and I would like to play your venue, you know, can I come in and can I do that? And a few of them said no in a polite way, and one other guy literally told me that they don't hire Western people, and they weren't looking to hire a Western DJ, which is actually just racist. I had a pretty nasty experience. He was not very polite, so it can go really badly. But on the flip side, I once had a really amazing experience with a venue owner. I didn't get a gig, but I went down to the Astoria in Portsmouth I spoke to the guy that owned the place, and he literally for 10 or 15 minutes gave me advice on what I should be doing, what I could be doing. He said it was great that I turn up and that I was willing to get myself in front of people, to speak to the bar owners or the promoters, but at that moment in time he said he just had too many DJs, which is fair enough. But he gave me advice. He said about weddings and things like that, for which are great for building experience, which isn't something I want to do. I'm not against it, it's just not what I want to do. But he gave me loads of really good advice. So actually just getting yourself out there and speaking to these people, the worst thing they can do is tell you to sod off and get out of there. Best case scenario, they could be giving you some fantastic advice, or even giving you those all important DJ gigs. So what are you actually going to say then? That is the main thing. So what are you going to say? Well, firstly, you're going to ask, you're probably going to bump into a bouncer on the outside of the club, or you're going to run into the person behind the bar. So you're going to ask to speak to the manager or the promoter. They're going to know exactly who is the right person that you're going to want to speak to. And then you're going to have to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself to them. Tell them the good things about you at this moment in time. You're a DJ, you've got good experience. If you haven't got loads of experience, maybe you're just a bedroom DJ at the moment, tell them if you've been a bedroom DJ for a few years, you've been DJing for a few years, you've been practicing for a few years, you're really, really keen to get involved. You don't want paying, you know, don't go into these places and just start asking for people to pay you, especially if you're not very experienced. It's not going to happen. So you're going to tell them that you're super keen, the experience that you've got so far, the type of vibe that you'd like to play. Are you a house DJ? Are you a techno DJ? Are you a disco DJ? Are you drum and bass? Are you R&B? What sort of a DJ are you? You're going to tell them what vibe you can bring, how you can benefit them. You're going to tell them that you don't mind playing the opening set for the first hour when no one's there. Yeah, it's going to be fucking shit. Excuse my French. It's going to be really crap. Playing to an empty room. Believe you me, I've done it. I've played to really full rooms. I've played to empty rooms. It's not always fun, and sometimes a little bit embarrassing playing to an empty room, but you've got to have the mentality that you've got to be willing to start at the bottom, and you've got to portray that to the bar manager or the club manager or the promoter or whoever you're speaking to. And then you're going to tell them that you're going to be super, you know, you're professional, you're experienced, and all these good things about you, and then you're going to give them the opportunity to reply to you and hear what they've got to say. Sometimes they might say, oh, we have a selection process, or send a mix in here. Listen to what they say and then make sure you follow up on what they say. Even if you think it's going to be a negative experience, they're going to be within the industry, within the scene, so you want to start getting off on the right foot to as many of these people as possible. The more of these people you meet, so the more clubs you go out to, the more promoters you go out and see, soon you're going to find out that they actually all know each other. So all you've got to do is try and infiltrate and get in the scene, or start working with one, and then all of a sudden the amount of people you know within the industry is going to grow massively. So if somebody asks you to do something, if someone says send in the mix to this place or send this person an email, make sure you follow up and do that, because doing those little simple things not only massively increases your chance of actually landing the gig, but also keeps you in people's good books, so then you've got more chance of moving forward and getting yourself a gig in the future. But you want to be getting out to these people face to face. These are the sort of things you want to be saying when you actually get in front of them. I have had gigs in the past from doing this sort of thing. So definitely don't underestimate the power of getting out there in front of someone. If you've gone to all the local gig clubs in your area, or the ones which are within your sort of sphere, or the ones you can go out and drive to, then of course get involved on social media. Social media is very powerful, but if you think going out to clubs and getting 10 no's and 1 yes is a good success rate, reaching out on social media is going to be even lower, because it's easier. It's easier to just sit in your bedroom and send a load of emails. So because it's easier, there's a load more people doing it, which is why you want to make sure you are actually getting out and speaking to people face to face. But as I say, if that doesn't work and you have exhausted all those options, then do start firing away the emails, fire away on Facebook, fire away on social media, and see how many of these people you can get in touch with. It is also really good experience just getting out there and speaking to these guys. Sometimes the more you speak to the club managers, the more you're going to understand what it is they're looking for, and once you understand what they're looking for, that's going to help you sell yourself to the next person that you speak to. So there we are. Hopefully that ties up everything I can think of, or that you need help in answering with. for speaking to club promoters or club managers at this moment in time. These people are key players within the industry. They're going to be really important and perhaps pivotal on your success of becoming a club DJ. That, as I said, ties it up. So please do give this video a thumbs up if you found it of any use, and of course subscribe for more good stuff coming soon. Cheers.